Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to the stream. So, rare positivity this stream. We're just going to crack on building. No more crap. Just crack on with everything. My thoughts were to start with the adventure area. Fingers crossed. I kind of just want to get building. I don't want to have to worry about any more coasters or layouts or anything like that. So I thought, well, why not just go with what we've already done? So I thought to start stream with boat ride up to the adventure area, and then basically we'll end the stream with a boat ride towards the adventure area, just to kind of do a recap and see how it all sits basically. But yeah, we'll be on camera in just a moment. But enjoy the boat ride just for a couple of minutes, and we will crack on building, guys. I've changed a couple of settings, so hopefully you're getting a clearer, more smoother experience on the stream. So fingers crossed for you. Ooh! But thanks for joining the stream, it's appreciated. And I look forward to entertaining you all with a load of theming, basically, today. Hey Chris, how you doing? Absolute pleasure. Does the same for me, as discussed yesterday. I have had to amend that video from yesterday, guys, so I hope you can all remember what I said and what happened. So I won't go into the reasons why. I just want to make this about Planet Coaster now, moving forwards, guys. Just all about happiness, being happy, and enjoying oneself moving forwards. And I think that's kind of why you watch the streams more than anything, because, you know, I'm fairly likeable. But no, this morning did 3 races on the old sim racing. So if any of you want to watch that back, it's, you know, can be boring, can be entertaining. Had a great race on the second one, finished 3rd, which was brilliant. But then the last race all went to pot, basically, because I kept getting hit off. So, but it is what it is. So, like I said, just starting the stream with this little boat ride, working our way up to the adventure area, as you can see, just in sight now. And then what we will do is we will end the stream with the same view, just to see what we've done and how the area is going to start to come together. So that's the objective of today's stream. Basically, just start the adventure area, really. Not the pirate, the one to the right. The adventure style. So fingers crossed. See what happens. Also, to start the stream off, we have, hey guys, done a little bit of off-stream work. So what you will see, the bobsled has now disappeared, which is fine. I've added a few cogs to the clock on the front here, just to kind of make it look as though the steam is powering the clock. That's quite cool, I think. May change the colour of the cogs. And also what I've done is I have, as I said I would do last night, I've moved the Giga further out. So basically now it's not intruding in this area because it just looks like an absolute jungle of supports basically. I'm still a bit worried about how I'm going to make all that work. But the cool thing is now the giga goes through the loop. There you go, it's coming now. And obviously that goes around it. So you never know, you might get that interaction. But you can just see I've just kind of pulled it back a little bit. So this is all in the same area, but what I've done is from these two corners basically to these block sections just up here. I've just dragged it over basically. But on the latter section, I've kind of just made it a little bit different to kind of coincide with just how the hill is. And I've also kind of made another interaction just here. So we'll see how that fits, how that works in future episodes, but just to give you guys really the heads up that I've done what I said I would, basically. I'm going to have to do some form of support structure around here just to make that look a little bit less messy, because I can't quite bring the hill out because the loop is there, so a little bit stuck with the in-game supports. But yeah, the clock works quite well, Chris, I think. I added some more pipe work just here, another upstand, nothing major, just little tweaks. And anybody from Reddit watching, I've added in some mist because that's kind of what they wanted. So yeah, there you go. So just need go right. Okay, all good. Just double check. Yep, all good. Right, okay. Let me know the levels are okay, guys, everything. Just in case, because I had to change all the settings for the sim racing earlier today. If anyone missed it, I did make this loop a little bit bigger. So now that kind of just goes through there a little bit smoother instead of just whipping through. The only thing I need to amend is, I think, this little bit of track coming in and a little bit of track coming out because it's a little bit wonky. So I've got to sort that out, but that'll be sorted out later. And that's all I've done off stream, guys. But that actually took about, believe it or not, just moving that coaster over took about 2 hours. But we'll just do a quick POV just to show you. I haven't fully finished it. I've got to refine it a little bit more. Right, there we are. I've got to finish it off still. I haven't finished it fully. So once we're all good, obviously I can start theming it, doing the supports, etc. And I am relaxing today, by the way, guys. Just relaxing. Don't judge me. It's only one. So coaster's pretty much the same up to this point. And up to this corner here. And then it actually goes around this corner a lot better now. So I've just got to adjust the banking a little bit more. But you're getting more interactions now, which is really cool. And it's pretty much identical here because I just dragged it across. And then this kind of works through this little block section. Got to iron that banking out a little bit more. This is the same. And then as we come up here, this slightly elongated now, this little bit here as it comes into the block section, but it's much smoother. And then we come through down into the loop. You may get an interaction, you may not. I don't know. We'll see. But I just got to smooth it out around here a little bit more. It's not actually too bad, to be honest with you. And then we're pretty much into the same kind of feeling towards the end. I haven't really done anything here. It's all pretty much the same. Nice interaction with the train there. And then into the block section. A little bit slower nowadays. And then we're just kind of going to go through the adventure area, basically. which works really well, I think. But you have to let me know, guys. And again, I've got to do all the paving and everything for that, the queue line, etc. But yeah, no, this was yesterday's finished kind of area that we did. Oh, I did add this little barrier just around here, just to give it that little bit extra detail more than anything. It's a little bit bland having that roof line in now it was. So I know we finished the stream yesterday with me deleting what I did on the actual pathway, but I haven't done anything with that yet. So I'm going to come back to that. Problem is with that, the amount of detail that's in it and that is needed, I don't want to put it in yet. You know what I mean? Because I've got to do something with this area now. And obviously we're still yet to do something with this area. So yeah, got to figure that out. But I thought, well, why not start a kind of start here and go from there basically. So I'm going to start from the path area. And then I'm going to work my way around the queue line. Probably with the adventure scaffolding. And then basically that will just progress as we go through. And you'll naturally see that happen as we go through the stream, guys, I hope. So let's do it. So where are we? Temple. Hopefully I look alright on camera, guys. Alright, temple. Fat fingers. So what we got? Okay, okay, okay. Let's do this. I hope you're all well. Hope you're all fine and dandy today. There we go. Change that, change that. And we will just get this. See, now I'm thinking, do I go like that? So that that kind of creates its own kind of railing. Saves on pieces. Yeah. Big ol' just feel as though this side of the park needed a little bit of love. I've done really anything over here apart from the volcano, which is nowhere near done. I think we'll get rid of these because we don't need those on there now, as that kind of lines up. I hope you're all having a good day. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. Sorts that out. We go, we go. I need those bits now. Get some Planko music going, guys. Excuse me. What's going on? Thank you. Really? Gotta love the Planko tunes. I've always called it Planko therapy. Sort those out in a minute. Bring that up a pixel. Stops it from flickering, and the only downside is it looks a little bit wrong now. 2, 3, escape. That, 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 and that. And lower that to that. Sorts out the block issue there. Right. Hey Tom, how you doing, my man? You good? Hope you're having a great day, evening. 6:15 here now in the UK. Hope you've had a good day, fella. Just thought I want to do some adventure theming, show this side of the park a little bit of love, as we kind of haven't for quite some time now. And just see what transpires, really. I was originally going to go for like a distracted look, but I thought to myself, do you know what? I've kind of done that. Especially in the Magic Kingdom, where you had the River Rapids. That was very much a kind of ruined look. So I think what I'll do is there will be elements of it, but it won't rule it, if you know what I mean. Ooh, excuse me, that's the beer. We are enjoying a lovely beverage this evening. Just the one. Because I am working tomorrow. So yeah, I thought so. Show some love. Just see where it goes, basically. But try not to do that full distracted look, you know? Let's see what happens, basically. As you know, I don't really ever plan anything. We just build, see what happens, don't we? So those going through there. Yep, maybe for you guys, but it starts for me tomorrow. No, it doesn't actually. What am I doing? I'm working Friday, Saturday, Sunday earlies, and then off from Monday. I've taken an extra few days after the week just to save some money, basically. But I've taken I think Monday and Tuesday off after. Yeah, because I got the Wednesday off. So you're going to see me a lot next week. 15th through to the 24th. So 9 days off work. Sweet. But it's just to try and save some money, get back and forth, etc. So yeah, I thought, well, I'll take a few days off. And then in May, when I move, I've got 6 days off as well. So in between next week off and moving, I'm only working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days over a 3-week period. So just trying to save some pennies in transportation, etc. So hopefully that will help. And I get paid for being at home, so might as well take advantage of it whilst things are the way they are. You know what I mean? Kind of makes sense. Don't know why we've lost all music. It's back. How was your day at work anyway, mate? All good? Hope. I actually need to bring that out a bit. Another one of them there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Already, you know, that's kind of burned it off, but you're going to get the views of it from the walkway. So I'm going to try and do as much scaffolding as possible, mid-height, so that it's see-through, so you get to see more, you know what I mean, whilst you're at the path level. But I thought, why not box this off first and make our way through, really, and go from there. This is much higher than that one because we have this going through. Okay. Get up. Thank you. Hmm. Oh, sweet, mate. I was sim racing this morning, which is quite pleasant. First race was a warm-up. Second race was good. I had a third place finish, which was awesome. Because I had 2 good races, it then puts you in a higher category. And you would think being in a higher category, higher category, you'd be with more respectable races, but it wasn't the case, unfortunately. But I made a mistake, which then dropped me a few places. I spun someone, so I foolishly waited for him because I'm a gentleman when it comes to sim racing, unlike all of the others. And then I was going into the first corner at Kyalami, and basically I got clipped from behind, spun around, and lost about 10 places. So frustrating is an understatement. What am I going to do with this? This is shockingly bad. Can't put a 4-meter piece in because it's going to hit the track. Bar, 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 bar. Can we? Can do this. Better. This bit here. I have to move this track, aren't I? I have to bring that out a little bit more, I think. Sim racing online is it's tough. Really tough. Because of those people. But it's what it is. Way of the world, isn't it? Way of the world. Well, one thing that was marginally frustrating with the sim racing was the 2 first races I had. I actually had some great battles with a couple of people, and they gave me room, I gave them room, and it enabled us to go around the corners together. And then really it was who got to the next corner that was obviously a tight corner, and then whoever was on the inside managed to take the position. But it was the fact that we were both going round and both giving each other room, keeping the speed, still going fast, still doing good lap times, but having a great battle at the same time. And then you go to the next race, and basically there's not an ounce of it. And it's just like, what? You know, how are you in a better ranking if that's... Anyway, here I am ranting on again. It's just frustrating. So it looks a little slab-sided, but we'll mix it up. We'll mix it up. I hope. He says. I'm just that's bugging me. I'm gonna have to come back to that. Might have to change the way I've done the path. Or like I said, the coaster. So wheats and beer. Great combination. That's what I was thinking, but I guess I could. The problem is I got to move the coaster then. That's the issue. That's kind of why I wasn't going to do it. Oh, what sweets? Won't say it. I just had to go and get something to cheer myself up. That was all. Didn't break the bank. Ugh. You know when you... Yeah, Maltesers, they are my... Yeah, and Pringles. I could sit and eat Pringles all day. But I'm saving them. I'm not going to eat all that now. I literally, I was sat here sim racing and I had some lunch. So I ate properly. I literally, I was in the shop just now, chatting to the geezer. I've known the geezer for 4.5 years, and he said, "I'll do your deal. I'll do your deal. What do you want?" I was like, and I just kind of went like, and I was like, "Cheers, mate. Thank you." That's why there's that many, and there's a empty packet of hula hoops. He's a lovely guy. Helps me out every now and then. Bless him. Little Indian fella. Brilliant guy. Just like you guys. All lovely people. Nice people. I haven't had enough of that in my life. Recently. So yeah. It's appreciated when someone actually does it, you know. I think I literally went to the counter with those and the hula hoops, and that was it. And he was like, "You're right," because I was looking a bit down. He was like, "No." I was like, "Yeah, I'm alright, I'm fine." He's like, "Come on, what else do you want?" Because I'll sort you out. Don't worry. It's like, well, bloody good job. The amount of money I've spent with you over the years. Where was I? Darren, your chocolate game is horrible. It's horrible? Why? Milka. Milka. Milka is like amazing. It's the best chocolate. You can quote me wrong, but as far as I'm concerned, Milka, you let that melt in your tongue. Oh, nearly as good as Maltesers. Yeah, top bloke though. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to move the coaster at the minute. I'm going to get all this in. Come on, Darren, what's yours? Let me guess. Hershey Kisses? You see, I find Hershey's chocolate, the first bite of it you take and you're like, what does it taste like? Because you know when you try different brands of chocolate, you're like, oh, you kind of compare it to whatever you do. But there's something about Hershey's that you take a bite of it and you're like, But then the aftertaste hits you. And you're like, actually, that's not, that actually is quite pleasant. And I remember this. I think it was the last time we went to Florida. The ex-missus got some Hershey's Kisses. And I said, oh, don't get them. Don't get them. We'll go and get some, nicer chocolates. She was like, no, I want them. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And I remember eating the first one going, buh. Yeah, but then a couple of minutes later, you get this cocoa taste. And it's like, actually, that tastes all right. But then you have a second one, and it's the same thing every single time. It's like the initial taste is just like, whoa. But it's the follow-up of it. And yeah. So, Darren, what are you? You're a... I have Milka with dime in the fridge. Had one square, it's now been donated. Well, that's why. You had dime bar in it. Just get Milka. Milka, mate. Or the there's one they had. I didn't want it. I just wanted normal Milka today. But they had it's got the what do you call it? Milk chocolate on the outside, and it's got the white chocolate in the middle. But it's aero bubbled. So you got the aero bubbles in the middle of the white chocolate, and ooh, I tell you what, you let that melt on your tongue. You're anybody's. That's not bad. They do another one actually, a biscuit one, where the middle has Oreo in it, and I thought about it at first. I thought Oreo and Milka, not a good combination, but again, put it on your tongue, let it melt, give it a crunch, yum, 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 yum. But then, to be fair, you just can't build Milka. Milka does the job perfectly. Orange chocolate. Terry's orange chocolate, again, it's a bit like the Pringles. I could eat. I could eat. That's why my teeth are so bad. And to be honest with you, I can't chew any of this. I'm having to to suck it all. I shouldn't be eating it, to be fair, but you only live once, didn't you? We only live once. Not coffee crisp. No, I don't like them. Tried them. Not into them. Sorry, I'm sucking away. I bet it sounds terrible down the mic. But it sounds very rude as well. I thought it was just very nice little Indian man. Been very comforting gentleman last few years. Bit like you guys. Tom, you hit the nail on the head there, mate. Just bringing that out a little bit does the job. I hope I'm not missing your comments. Hershey's is rotten. You see, Hershey's is alright. But I wouldn't make it a first, second, third or fifth choice, if you know what I mean. It's a bit like when you get cheap chocolate. like, I think in the UK, like Tesco's or Wilco's or something like that, you know, where it's like 50p a bar and it's wafer thin. The initial taste, you're kind of like, ugh. But then it kind of, once it's melted and it's dug itself in, you're kind of like, actually, it's not too bad. Oh, I'm going to close this now. Let's hope I don't mess this up. I think that'll do. Let's just load that into it. That'll do the job, donkey. Well, that'll do. Test mode. Thank you. Grab one of them. Put that. Oh, look at that. Seamless. Tom, you are the man. You are the man. Trust me, when I went down the shop, I wasn't expecting to at all come back with all that. I was just bag crisps and a bag of Maltesers. That was kind of all I thought. And he went, "What's up?" And I was just like, "Ah," as I explained yesterday. And he was like, "Go and get a load of stuff. You can sort me out when you got the time." I was like, "I'll be moved by then." He's like, "Don't be cheeky." I was like, "Yes, boss." Bless him. Just for the record, I will obviously reimburse him. I'm not that type of person. Yeah, he was funny. He was funny. He's been a great guy over the years, though. He's always kind of like done the odd thing with the positions that I've found myself in, etc. But yeah, nice guy all round. What are we wearing, guys? It does look a little bit plain at the minute. It's not very detailed, but that will come. But I think as a starting point, and on the other side, obviously, it will come through. It'll be the same. I think it kind of makes it feel like a area. You know, if we had a couple of these with a little bit of terrain and stuff. See? I think that's working. Because what we're gonna have obviously a lot built up around the back here, so the backdrop is gonna overtake what this is. So don't get deterred that that's blocking anything, because it won't be, because obviously we go up anyway. And then you're gonna be kind of looking down into this huge area. Boats going around, coasters going around, swing going through everything. Kind of look pretty good, I think, when it's done. Maltese bunnies, Tom. If he'd have had a box of them, I would have said, "Give me them." Literally. Those Maltese bunnies, mate. Do you know my favourite ever chocolate? And I don't think you can get it anymore. But tin of celebrations, you used to be able to have, you used to be able to get, but there was never many of them in there. But I'll let you guys guess, because if you're old enough, you'll know. It's only like last 15, 20 years. It's not like, 30, 40 years ago. But you'll know what I mean. There was a chocolate in the celebration tins or boxes that there was only probably 5 or 6 of them in there, no matter how big the box was. But they were divine. Lindor bunnies, yeah, they were alright. What I'd like is a Lindor bunny with actually the Lindor inside. You imagine that, like the Lindors. The Lint bunnies, sorry, with the Lindor inside. That would be pretty cool. Bang on, Darren. And please say that was one of your favourites, mate. Because that That bit of chocolate there, whenever it was Christmas, whenever it was Easter, whenever it was, the first thing I did was went to the tin and nicked all the truffles and hid them. Galaxy truffle. Gorgeous. I'm not sure. I'm sure I saw something the other week, actually, Galaxy Truffle-wise, but I can't remember. I'm just going to do a quick Google search. Because there was something. Galaxy Truffle, and I can't remember. They do Galaxy Truffle mini eggs now. You can get them on eBay. 100 of them. £24. I'd be a fat git if I had all that. Oh, I've already put on weight since I started this driving job. That's mainly because I'm eating more. So Jonas from Germany has put the park is still missing a roller coaster. I know, mate. We're working on it. We're working on it, dude. The pictures I posted earlier today, they've had some warm reception on Reddit and everything. Instagram, you name it. Even on Reddit now. Oh, I'm liking this a lot. How long do you reckon until you get it finished? How long do we reckon, guys? Probably around another 6 to 12 months. I reckon. And thank you. Oh, love way people think everything's done in 10 minutes. Right, I'm going to have to detach that, move that across. Where are we? Why is this? Is that the same height? No, that's why. So that's really weird why that did that, considering all I did was duplicate it. So I think we'll keep the handrail in. That kind of works. It's 3 pieces at the end of the day. I haven't got to think about it. Think about putting a railing in then and supports and stuff. So that does the job quite nicely just there. Then we'll grab that. Bring that across. Bang that in the middle. There. That. Afternoon, onesie. You haven't missed much, mate. We've I've been going for 58 minutes, but haven't done a huge amount. But we are getting there. We are getting there. Just starting on the adventure area, mate. Did you see my sim racing earlier, onesie? Oh, no worries, dude. No worries at all, my friend. You can always catch up with it whenever you want, if you're interested. That is. It went fairly well, first 2 races. It's a 3-hour stream, or just under 3 hours. But the first 2 races went really well. Third one, not so great. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. It happens. It's not always perfect. But good fun in the end. Majority of it. Pause this up, that noise gets on my nerves. Hopefully the soundtrack will kick in a minute, guys. Yeah, the tyres did hold up, mate. Unlike yours, unfortunately, mate. My apologies. So I've got to figure out something to put on these M pieces. I think if I go for... Why do they have to be so big? That's what she said. Never. They look cool. I like that. Simples. So it's a bit bleh. So we'll do. This is the only one thing I hate about this game, and I wish instead of them just doing a Planco 2 that they would basically listen to what I said, and because there's a program out there, I don't know what game it is, I don't know what it is, I don't even know if it's just a development feature, but basically I've seen it on Twitter, X, there you go, X, 100 times, and basically I think it's in that Jurassic Evolution game, not Jurassic World, Jurassic Evolution, where you have a piece and you can grab the node and basically enlarge it and make it smaller. And that's all they actually need to do with this game, because that piece there I want to use for here, but I don't want it to come through here. I just want it here, but I can't do that unless I use Theme Maker Toolkit. So why not revamp the whole game and do it so that you can just make the pieces smaller? I can't remember. Prehistoric Kingdom. That was it. Prehistoric Kingdom. I was watching Rudy Mental or whatever his name is doing it. Don't like the guy really. What was I going to say? But he was building things, and it was like he was making wheels, and you could just put this cylinder thing down and then just grab it and enlarge the wheel or enlarge the window frame and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what, that would be perfect for Planet Coaster. Or, you know, if they are eventually doing a Planet Coaster 2. But from what I understand, they have just sold the rights to the Roller Coaster Tycoon series, or is it Roller Coaster Tycoon World? I'm not too sure, but they've just sold it to Atari, of all companies. So I don't know if that has any ties with Planet Coaster, because Planet Coaster was developed on top of Roller Coaster Tycoon World, from my understanding. I may be wrong. But from what I understand is there was a game that was in development. I'm sure it was called Roller Coaster World or something. That was a lead on from the Roller Coaster Tycoon series. And basically Frontier took it over because whoever was making it went bankrupt, and then basically came out with Planet Coaster. So I don't know if it's not the rights for Planet Coaster, because they would say it's the rights for Planet Coaster, but I don't know if that has any connection with it, you know. I have to try and find a post. I'll repost it so that you guys can see. Do you know what? That is all this game needs. And HDR and lighting upgrades, basically. Because the bit that really, pardon my language, that pisses me off about this game is, look at this building. You've got light reflection on the building, but there's no light reflection in the water. You got the light's there, but there's no reflection from the building. And when you go on Planet Coaster on console, so you have a look at Horror Heights, have a look, completely dark. Yeah, but look, the building's purple. So why is that not purple? And why are these buildings lit up and they're not? But Planet Coaster console, it has that. So if they've done it for that, why can't they do a midlife update? See, look here. Look how wrong this looks. There's no reflection in the water. And that's what frustrates the life out of me. And the reason why I use the fairy lights, because the fairy lights are the only lights that actually look proper bright in the water, because they're not giving off any light on the wall. So you get a good reflection. Where with that, you've got two dots in the water, but no ambient lighting on the wall in the water. And it frustrates the life out of me. It really, really does. It's the same here. Look, you got the light that's there, but none of this is projected in the water. Why? Tell me why. Why can't you click a few buttons and do an update? Forget Planet Coaster 2. Forget it. Just do that. That, scalable items. Boom. Totally transform the game. You wouldn't have to do a 90% sale to sell all of your catalogue of games if you did stuff like that. But anyway, I'm no businessman. The words I want to say about Frontier right now, I'll tell you. Frustrates the life out of me. And the worst thing about it was, if they actually listened to their community, they'd be able to make a hell of a lot of money. But they don't. They're sat there paying hundreds of thousands of pounds for rights for F1 Manager 24. It is going to be a flop. 23 was a flop. 22 was a flop. It's a bad game. Why invest money in something that's such a bad game? Exactly. You got Moonlight, you've got reflection of sun, clouds, so you can see it all. But the second you turn it into nighttime, so look, you've got all the light off the buildings coming through now in the daytime. So why can't you have that with the actual lighting? I'll never understand it. But you go to console, Planet Coaster console, and it has all that. So why haven't they done a midlife update for the game on PC? For the majority of people that actually play this game is PC. Yeah. Here we are creating these pieces of art, and you have to take that into account when you're building it, because it just looks wrong. You know, that's the worst thing. I mean, you look at that view there. Okay, I haven't done the lighting. But look how lit it is up around here, and there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Even that light on that wall here, look, from the boat. Look, there's nothing in the water. Nothing at all. So honestly, if there's anyone from Frontier watching this back, because I post all these videos in your forum, please take note of it, because it ruins the game. I put up with it because it is what it is. You can't change it. You can't do anything about it. But if you are listening and you are watching, please do a midlife update for the game on PC. Please. Pretty please. Because you did it for Planet Zoo. It's in Planet Zoo. It works in Planet Zoo. So why can't you do it with this? Because Planet Zoo is this. And you've proved that on console. Because look at that now. Look how... to me, that looks terrible. It just looks like it's there. So I've now got to take away those candle lights, because to me that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And the thing that's so annoying is, look, the track's lit up from the light. Even the piece underwater is lit up from the light, but there's no reflections. It just looks like it's floating. It looks terrible. And I don't mean to moan, but listen to your community, guys, because that'll what make you money. And as you're not making any money, it's something you should be doing. It really is. Forget Planet Coaster 2. Don't put hundreds of thousands of pounds into Planet Coaster 2. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Put this on a new engine that works better. Add all those highlight details. Do rescalable items. Maybe add a new pack with new pieces that we can play with and just use. And that's all you got to do. And you'll earn hundreds of thousands of pounds. That's all you got to do. You can do it because you've done it. Anyway, enough said. Sorry, guys. Again, facts. Facts of the situation. I don't mean to sound as though I'm a grumpy old man. That's so not the case, guys, by the way. It is just pure frustration of the fact that if they did this, they wouldn't be sat there having to lay people off because they haven't got the money to pay them for making games that nobody wants. Go figure. And it frustrates the life out of me. And the only reason why I know all this detail is I follow a gentleman called Sedan Wolf on Instagram, Twitter, and many other things he posts on. And he is very up to date with all of their accounts and what they're selling, what they're doing, what they're earning, who they're laying off. It's all public, obviously, because it's a public company. So you can just log in and get all this information anyway. And that's where all these rumours start about the fiscal reports. So basically when they're actually going to launch a new game and everything like that. And everybody gets excited about Planet Coaster 2. And to be honest with you, I'm past being excited about it now. Because I don't think it's going to happen. You know, we all sat there and watched that stream of them. And all they wanted to talk about was a space game, F1 Manager, that isn't earning the money and never will earn the money because unfortunately it's part of my language, but a piss poor game. And people aren't interested in all that anymore. And their company brand is built on games like this. So why not invest your time and money into games like this? Improving them, just making them better. You don't need to launch a whole new game. You did that with Planet Zoo. But ultimately, that wasn't a brand new game either, because it was just Planet Coaster updated with animals. And to this day, I cannot get it to run properly on my computer. Yeah, I'm playing Planet Coaster, no problem at all. So, you know, would it actually be worth it? I don't know. I don't know. But join in the chat, guys. I can't be the only one that thinks this stuff. Can I? Or am I? I hope not. I really do. Or am I just starting to sound like an old man? I mean, it can't be that hard, can it? I mean, I've had some guy... Let me just read this off to you. And I'm going to shout out to him. I don't know if it's real or not. But I had a message off this guy. How do I get my messenger? Called Mike Mosman. Now, I think he's German. And he messaged me and he said, "Hello there. First of all, I love to watch your park build on YouTube. The effort and detail you put into your creations is absolutely amazing. I'm starting a development for a new game with ideas, and I have for quite some time now. I'm building it in Unreal Engine 5. Therefore, in the future, I would love to use the complete layout from Thunderland Adventure Valley as the base for a theme park within the game. Currently, I work on an island where the game it's on an island. It's just give a little bit of detail in it. In short summary, the base will be the same. The layout for the block out is kind of similar, but I think the end result will have a unique feel to it. So if you've got people out there at home just doing this for fun, why aren't Frontier doing anything about it? I mean, if he's going to take my park and put it into Unreal Engine 5, and I said to him, I said, only knows how you're going to do that, but I welcome it. You're more than welcome to use the park. It's not a problem at all, because it doesn't bother me. He's on about giving me credit and everything, and I'm like, well, no, actually, just for me, it would be lovely to be able to see it in a completely differently graphically designed way. It would be amazing. But how's he going to take that and put it into Unreal Engine 5? I mean, he's not going to build every piece by piece and put it in Unreal Engine 5, is he? He's going to take it, the coding of my entire park, which is a file, and put it into Unreal Engine 5. So if someone in their home can do something like that, why aren't Frontier doing something about it? Why aren't they doing it? We all know we can download Unreal Engine 5, and if you have a big enough hard drive to store the thing, you can design your own computer games. So why aren't Frontier doing anything about it? Maybe I'm the only one thinking like this, I don't know. Oh, Onesie, you'll get there, mate. I'm 6 years in, bud. I'm 6 years in. I should do a video of the quirks of Planet Coaster. Hey, how about that? I don't know. Maybe I'm just sounding cynical. But ultimately, you know. Has anybody played Jurassic World or Jurassic World 2? Be honest. Don't care if you have or haven't. Don't bother me. I've played it once because I had it on Game Pass on the Xbox. And I sat there trying to play it. One on a controller, which I thought was completely unachievable. And sat there and thought, okay, I've built a pen. I put some trees in it. Put some rocks in it. Let's put a dinosaur in it. Make sure you got the electric fence around the side of it. Put an entrance in, put an exit in. Do the next one. Do another pen. Oh, what dinosaur should we put in it? Okay, cool, we'll put that dinosaur in it. Oh, one's escaped. It's causing havoc. It's tearing limbs off people. That was quite cool to watch. But apart from that, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I am just getting too cynical in my old age. Maybe after yesterday's conversation, all that stuff has taken its toll on me. And I've become a very negative person. I don't know. But it just blows my mind that they have such a huge following for the Planet series. Yet, all they're trying to do is milk what they can out of console. It just doesn't make sense to me. Especially when their fiscal reports are down and they're not earning any money and they're not really making a huge profit and they're having to sell all the rights for everything that they own to balance the reports. It's not good business sense if you ask me. But I don't own a business. I probably never will own a business. But well, I do actually. I own my YouTube channel. Just blows my mind. That's like Disney saying, nope, we're never going to change a ride. Nope, we're never going to make things better. Nope, it's all going to stay the same. Would you want to go again? Would you want to spend all that money experiencing it? That's what I ask myself. Why is that doing that? Different angle. Yeah, it is quirky. I know, your silence must mean you're enjoying the conversation that we're all having. Or shall I just shut up and just crack on building, guys, eh? Sorry, it just sounds like someone was upstairs. The door's triple locked, so no one can be upstairs. Must be a next door neighbours banging away. Very true, Tom. Very true, my man. Very true. It's a bit like milking Spider-Man and Marvel. You can shoot me down, you can unsubscribe, you can do whatever you want. The first few Marvel films I thought were great. Like Iron Man 1 and 2. Perfect. Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Maybe 2. 3. What was the point? Yeah. Same thing. Same thing. There's very limited originality in things nowadays, unfortunately. But again, personal observation. Darren, you probably hate me for that comment, wouldn't you, mate? But then Darren knows I'm not a Marvel fan anyway. But that's one of the reasons. It's like the Spider-Mans. I loved the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. The first and second one. Maybe I think he did a third one. I think. But all this Spider-Man coming home, Spider-Man this, Spider-Man that. And the worst thing is it's a different Spider-Man. I think you had Tom Holland, you had the other guy as well, didn't you? One looks a bit like a werewolf. I don't know his name. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it basically. So yeah. Strange. It's like the Ghostbuster films. Strangely enough, I actually like the new ones. I found the one with the female Ghostbusters quite funny, but it was meant in that way, if you know what I mean. But the latest films, I actually really enjoy them, not because they've got, you know, cameo roles of all the original guys apart from Spengler, obviously. Not Spengler, Egon. Because for some reason, when I watched the last one, was it Afterlife? Not the latest one in the Ice World, whatever it's going to be. I don't know what it is, the new one. I haven't seen anything of it because I actually want to see it. I think it was Afterlife. I can't remember anyway. The one where they came back. I actually found that quite entertaining. And I actually found it very, very similar to the original 2. Because the way it was filmed, the story, the darkness of it, I thought it was actually pretty cool. And I'm kind of glad that they've made another one. Cheers, Lars. Smashed it, bud. Cheers, mate. But again, it's not everybody's cup of tea, you know? It's not everybody's cup of tea. But then I could sit there and I could watch the original Ghostbusters literally straight up. I still enjoy them. I still think they're great films. A bit like Die Hard, the original, but then they just went crazy. Again, another genre that didn't need to go as far as it did, but it did. Why did I just lower that? Someone... Give us 2 seconds, guys. Two seconds, guys. Sorry, I'll be back in a minute. Where are they off to? Nala 1. Some proper banging going on. I'll put you on with these guys. 2 minutes, guys. I just want to go and find out what's going on. Hi, Catalyst. How you doing, guys? Lars, Catalyst. Pleasure, dudes. All is going very well. We're just working on the adventure area, so just give us a minute. I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. Just having 5 minutes. A couple of minutes, guys. 2 secs. Right, I wonder what was going on. Literally, I was just popping my head outside the front door and there's a banging going on everywhere. All through the street, all through the back of the house, down the alleyway. Everyone's just banging. Oof. Someone was in the house. Right, you can see the detail coming through now. It's starting to get there. Yeah, all good, guys. Sorry about that. Just enjoying a beverage this evening. Well, I am at work tomorrow, so as I'm a driver, I can only have the one sensible head on. Yeah, it's weird. It's just, like, strange. Very strange. It's normally me banging. Recently. Anyway, we won't go there anymore. Over and done with. So anyway, who's in the UK and who's looking forward to Hyperia? I understand the trains, the coaster trains now are at Thorpe Park. Bearing in mind it's opening in... Where are we? A month and a half's time. So they got some testing to do. Get it all ready and up and going before the hordes start showing up. I think I may have to pay a visit. I think I may have to just go and ride it and basically soil my pants once. Maybe twice. The only bit that scares the living bejesus out of me is the planko-fied outward bank turn. It scares the living bejesus out of me. And the fact that you haven't got overhead restraints, it just... And you're 200 foot up in the air, it just... plays with the old ticker, you know? Ugh. Right, I'm going to have to bring them out. It's frustrating. Get some music going for you again, guys. Actually, I'll tell you what. I don't know if I can do it. Bear with me. Let me see if I can get Spotify on it, and then we can just play the Planet Coaster album. Play. Spotify. Spotify. There we go. No worries, Chris. Catch you in a bit. I'll turn Planko down. Let me know if that's a bit loud or not, guys. There will be adverts popping up because I haven't got the money to go premium. Why does it do that? You have to select 1 meter thingy first. Right, so it's that one I've got to move. Hopefully you can hear that alright and you can still hear me. Let me know if the levels are a little bit too high, guys. Excuse me. I will not be going on until late in the evening, by the way, this evening, because I've got to be up early. Got to be up at 4. I've got to be at work for 5:30. I've got to leave early. So, not too sure. Probably about 9 o'clock this evening, guys, I'll be going to. So another hour and a half-ish. Do that and then just bow this round. Not good. Sorry to hear that, Chris. Where's it gone? There it is. Sort these out with something.
Power up your creativity with Spotify video courses. Get ready to paint your world with our brand new video lessons on creativity. Click into photography, sketch your dreams in drawing, or blossom into a flower arranging ace. Ready, set, create. The 2 first lessons are on us. Tap on the banner to learn more.
Sorry about the adverts there, guys. Forgot to turn it down. Save, guys, my apologies. Still looks like it's floating. Hey Stuffy, how you doing? Did you have a good time with the family yesterday, my darling? It's getting there, Chris. It's getting there. I'm doing very well, thank you. Thanks for asking. You all do, so I appreciate every single last one of you. Back to work tomorrow for 3 days. So what I'll try and do, believe it or not, I've actually got Marley tomorrow afternoon. So I'm going to take him out for a nice long walk. And then I'll hopefully do a bit of streaming after, subject to how tired I am. But should be good. We'll see. Got the yawns right now. Oh. I didn't have a great night's sleep last night, unfortunately. I can't pinpoint why. Just had a different duvet, so probably was all it was. Happens.
On BBC iPlayer. Okay, let's do this.
Apologies. Sort out.
Because I'll tell you now, there's no way I'm like.
Don't want adverts all over my YouTube, do we? There we go, we're back now. Oh, wrong button. Sorry, bear with me, guys. It's at an age now. You know, I'm doing all good, Steph. All good. It's because the part's getting a bit big. Even though we've only got about 40,000 pieces in, for some reason it's taking ages to do a save. But I didn't want to do that. I just want to do that. Because I've got double plan go going in my ears. It slightly turns on the insanity a little bit. Oh, why? What? Cute. Just gives the light something else to bounce off, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't even know what melatonin is. I've heard of it, but shush. Whoosh. I have always tried not to use stuff to sleep. You know what I mean? I have one of those minds and bodies that can get addicted to things very, very quickly. So I've learned over the years what to do, what not to do. Like with the alcohol, just one. Because if I have more than one, I turn into an absolute negative person. And I refuse to allow myself to do that. So, happy with one bit, does the job perfectly. Relaxes the mind when you need it to. Not because you have to, or you rely on it, if you know what I mean. It's called an addictive personality, I think it's called, I don't know. I've heard of it, but I've never really taken much note of it. Like I say, I've always tried to do things the hard way. I think is the way to look at it. But the advantage to that, you then don't have to rely on things to help you get by. And I've spent many years over the years in all different forms, way before you knew me of any form of Planet Coaster and stuff, relying on things, and I'm good. No offense intended there, Chris. Just being honest. This is amazing that we've been streaming now for 2 hours, and all I have done is whinge and moan about Planet Coaster or Frontier and build a facade around a path. 2 hours. It's insane. But I'm feeling the vibe. Feeling the vibe. I think it looks alright. It's a start. What I was going to do was plonk this in. Just to give you guys an idea. It wants to load. I think majority of this is Theme Maker Toolkit.
Ditch the boring gifts. Surprise them with something totally unique instead. Max Spielman turns your favorite photos into mugs, cushions, wall art, and other personalized gifts they'll love. Click and collect your gifts for free in just 1 hour from over 400 locations around the UK. Enter code Spotify10 at the checkout for 10%
It's
off
just
your
the only
order
reason why I
at
downloaded this was just to get an idea.
maxphotos.co.uk.
It's a bit big, to be honest with you. That's what she said.
Optimize your
Did
payment
she ever?
process with Fabric's payment orchestration. Increase revenue
Just to
and
kind of give you a
conversion
little
while
bit of an
reducing
idea of
costs.
what I'm looking at.
Boost the rhythm of your payments.
See what I mean?
Advertising message for promotional purposes.
So subject to how I incorporate 1, 2, maybe 3 of these in, subject to how I do it.
Please.
Civil engineering.
Tips
Yeah,
and
there is that.
tricks of music making with video courses on Spotify.
Well, if it was
From
real
DJ
civil
to
engineering,
songwriting
that would have
to
taken 2
singing to
days just to do that
production,
one
you
wall.
name it. It's your backstage pass to unlocking your musical creativity. Get the first 2 lessons for free. Tap the banner to learn more.
It's a bit like the road network, you know. Sorry, where was I? Yeah. So that gives you a bit of an idea. This was built by Miles C, I think, but it's just too many pieces. Cool, I am tired. Tell you what, let's just go. I know it sounds stupid, but let's just go for a little ride. Just, we're not going to see much of it there, but just to get some perspective size-wise, make sure everything's in proportion. Yeah, that's looking good. Can you control the weather here? Eh? What do you mean by that, Chris? Planco's either sunshine or nighttime. It literally is that. No choice of cloud cover or anything. You can in Planet Zoo. What I would love, like I said earlier, do all that for this. Do a midlife update. Call it midlife crisis. Or end of life crisis. You know, do something to make it better. Sweets and beers, what a weird combination, eh? How weird am I? That was a good interaction. Here we go, guys. Train, coaster. It's about the only interaction we get with it, but better than nothing. I never understand these boats. They never... Here we go. Right. They never go round in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It jumps between the boat. Very strange. It works. It's working. Does the job. What am I doing?
Introducing Spotify Video.
I'll put it back on in a second, guys. Oh, they're just all so big, guys. What?
Have I made the right financial decisions?
Is my pension provider right for me?
Do they really have my best interests at heart?
Royal London is a mutual. We're customer owned, so we don't have any shareholders. And this year we're sharing £163 million of our profits with over 2 million eligible customers. Because when we do well, we believe you should too. That's Profit Share from Royal London. Proudly customer owned since 1861. Learn more at royalLondon.com/profitshare.
This Easter at McDonald's, get a Happy Meal for just $1.99. Consider afternoon playdates, post-swimming cravings, and sofa movie marathons sorted. Exclusively available in the McDonald's app until the 14th of April. 18 plus, app only. One-time use daily. Ends 14th of April. Participating restaurants only, subject to availability. T's and C's apply.
Sorry, guys. McDonald's advert there for you. £1 Happy Meals. £2 Happy Meals. I have no comment, and I do not know what you mean, Darren. I bet that's not for the kids either. As far as I'm not a hamburger. Nah, to be fair, I haven't had any. Excuse me. No, that looks wrong. I mean, look at that. This is a small fire pit. And that's a large. I mean, I'd have loved to have been in the meetings when they said, you know what? Let's do this. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing they nailed though with this game, and that is the soundtrack. I can't complain about that. They nailed it. The rest of it though. Hey Super, how you doing, my man? Hope you're doing well. Just trying to make a little entrance thingy, whatever it is here. I don't know if it'll be like this, if it'll stay like this. That's something we were talking about earlier, Steph. I think it's a game called Prehistoric Kingdom. You pretty much every single object, rocks, flowers, you name it, you can enlarge them, shrink them, stretch them, put them wherever you want, have them. It's just the perfect tool for a game like this. Yeah, here we are. Oh, nice one, man. I didn't know you were live streaming. Is that Planet Coaster? And the lack of choice for roofs and stuff, it's beyond me. Kerbal Space Program 2. I've never heard of that, mate. Is it any good? Ooh. So I'll go for another half hour, guys. I am just putting this together just to see what I can conjure out of it, basically. I do need to put railings on this path, though. Railings on elevated. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It just goes back to the earlier kind of statements I was making about Frontier. They do what they do and that's it. They're not interested in listening to the community. But anyway. What am I gonna do? Look like we had a good stream. Good man! Landed on the moon! There's a new film coming out with Channing Tatum and what's her name? Johansson. Is it Johansson? I can't remember her name. Perfect boob lady. Can't remember her name. In Marvels. Scarlett Johansson. There you go. Funny I remember the boobs. Where it's about the making of NASA and when they landed on the moon. I think it's the 16th of July in the UK it's coming out. And I saw a whole advert on it. It was on YouTube and I was actually watching it. I was like, wow, I've actually watched an advert for 2.5 minutes. But it looks awesome. It really, really does look quite good. I love films like that. I just wish I was into games like that. It just never happened, really. So it's coming along. We haven't got that far. I thought I would have got a lot further than that, to be honest with you. But it's definitely getting there. It's all trimmed up now. It's all tidy, which is the main thing. Space Flight Simulator. Well, that sounds interesting. I enjoy stuff like that. I have to check it out, dude. Post it in the comments here, mate. Put the link in the comments. That'll be fine, mate. I'll check it out later. That's getting there. It's got some form of shape. But yeah, the film, I can't remember what it's called. Let me just quickly find it. New Man. I think it's called Man on the Moon. Film. Man on the Moon. No, Fly Me to the Moon. It's called. Yeah, I'll put the trailer in the thing for you. You can all check it out. Just looks quite an entertaining film, and I don't mind a bit of I can't say his name. Magic Mike. Here you go. Not that I'm any Magic Mike. It's got Woody Harrelson in it as well. Scarlett Johansson, big boobs. Yeah, it looks quite a good film. In cinemas apparently, done by Apple. It's a Apple film. Yeah, Apple. Yeah, looks quite good though. Check it out, guys. I think the last space film I watched was the one with Ryan Gosling. I think it's First to the Moon, First Man in Space. Brilliant film, absolutely brilliant film. Yeah, it looks a good film. I might actually try and save 30-40 quid and go and watch that. I think it'll be worth a watch. Oh, the best tune. Let's turn that up. Yeah, not anymore for me. I'm done. I'm done with women. Don't take any offense, anybody. It's a no-go zone for me for quite some time, I'm afraid. There is absolutely nothing roof-wise to do with this. I'm going to have to build one, aren't I? Let's build one. Alright, wood. No worries, dude. Enjoy. Take your time. I'm only going to be on for about another half an hour anyway, Super, alright? I've got an early start tomorrow. No. I might just cut it off, to be honest. Best option. Now, there's very, very little interest at present, and for the foreseeable, to be perfectly honest with you. I like that song. There's so much stuff. There was done. There was one with Tom Hanks did one, like a what do you call it? Like a documentary. some time ago, but it was done when he did Apollo 13, which one of my favourite ever films. And it was just so good. I love all that kind of stuff, you know, that's me through and through. Documentaries about factual items. And I reiterate, factual items. How's that look, guys?
Power up your creativity with Spotify video courses. Get ready to paint your world with our brand new video lessons on creativity. Click into photography, sketch your dreams in drawing, or blossom into a flower arranging ace. Ready, set, create. The 2 first lessons are on us. Tap on the banner to learn more.
Does that suit the kind of adventure look? I don't know. What do you reckon? It's better than anything the game has to offer. Good. Ooh, where am I? To give it a tad bit more detail. I know it sounds silly, but it's like, I love a film called Space Cowboys, and it's a Clint Eastwood film. He starred, directed, produced it, everything, and it's basically about 3 old NASA engineers that designed a telescope that got sold by the Americans to the Russians and ended up in space. And lo and behold, the whole film is about NASA and the relationships they'd had with colleagues over the years, where people had tried to stop them going into space and everything like that. They never actually got to go into space throughout their careers, so they're obviously retired. One's like a coaster engineer, one's flying planes like he's not going to die kind of thing, you know. He's got Tommy Lee Jones in it as well. And it's just such a cool film. And it's so well filmed, and like the space scenes don't look crap, you know, they look good. And I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it, but definitely worth a watch, called Space Cowboys. It's a little bit old, probably, I don't know, 15, 20 years old. But great film. Really, really good film. I think that kind of works. Obviously there's nothing behind it, so we can't really kind of make it gel, but it looks a bit... I think that works. What do you guys reckon? Space Cowboys, good film. I loved it. I think it was a great film. Yeah, I actually went to the cinema to watch that. But I love films like that, you know, factual kind of films. Just enjoyable to watch. They may not be the most truthful or whatever, you know, they still have an element of fiction to them, but when they're produced by people like Clint Eastwood and everything, they just have a level of authenticity to them. And the way that they're filmed, the quality of it all as well and everything like that. Absolutely brilliant. That adds a little bit, doesn't it? Too big. That looks a lot better. Oh, then that's all right. Doesn't look that big, but the advantage is once this building's in, once this is all layered up, once we have this bit done and this building in, you won't even notice it. You're not seeing much from that, are you? What I want to do is try and get someone that's walking up here. Cascade. There we go. Well, I think we'll do this as the last bit, guys. So I'll make sure it looks alright. Amazing what you get done in 2 3/4 hours. Just a bridge. Just a bridge. That's insane. 3 hours, that's all we're done. Well, thanks for sticking with us, and, you know, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Me rambling on, as always.
The manager is subbing on the big man.
Oh, shove off Paddy Power.
Another change. Now Rogers comes on.
Let's just go back to Planko. It's not working now. Why have I got no? Oh yeah, that's why. Is it? I mean, it's fully skinned now. That's the cool thing. If you know what I mean. There's no gaps. It's all done. In that respect, it's just adding the little bits now to give it that finer detail. But I've got to figure out how I'm going to incorporate all this and get it all done. I know it's kind of a similar material, but I've tried to break it up a bit with the wood and the columns. I do like that little entrance. I think that works quite well. I think the roof is it's doable. You get away with that, I reckon. Doesn't really cover up the hostess, but anyway, the way the sun is. But I didn't want to have something massive on a bridge. You can't really do that, can you? I mean, I could have just put the old what do you call it? Let me find it. Bear with me. Where's it gone? Was it this? Look at the size of the thing. Obviously you just have it as open, but actually that reminds me, I need to put that over here. Best to go this way. Well, that sorts that out. Hey, Joshy. Same thing last night, mate. I'm just finishing up the stream, to be honest. Haven't done a huge... Well, according to Tom, I've done quite a bit. We've built this bridge area just here. It's all neatly done. It's all perfect. What's that? I posted the official trailer link in the chat for KSP2 Game Reef. Cool, man. Oh yes, got it. No, yep, hold on. But yeah, no, we finished up doing this basically. I need to do a little bit more to it. I need to do some form of covering as well. But we just made this little small entrance here. I may raise it up a little bit. Just added some ropes in and stuff, made it feel a little bit more adventure-y. And that is literally it. So within, I'll probably say 2 hours of building, after all the chat and everything like that I've been going on about. That's not bad. That's a start. At least there's a start to the corner now. The only thing is, it does look a bit... It's not done, it's not done. The rest of it isn't in, Ryan. But it works. I'm not happy with how it looks at night time, but that's just the way the game is. But we've got the traditional Funland blend into it. And then obviously we'll have Pirate as well, so that'll be lit up as well, with the coasters going round. It's going to look good fun. And I was showing the guys earlier, my intention is to have something along the lines of this style somewhere in here. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Whether I use the Giga Station, you know what I mean? Cover it up. And then just have openings for the coasters to go through and the train and everything like that. I think that could like look pretty cool. It kind of hides that hill so much, maybe. I don't know. We'll totally redo this hill and have it like there. You know, not this particular piece. This is somebody's blueprint. I'll build something. There's far too many pieces in here. Looks great, but too many pieces. But then again, it kind of blends in with the hill there. So really, it's going to be experimental as we go. I might just put something... Where is it? If I bend it, turn it, sorry, not bend it. And have it like... Oh, we got an autosave going on. No, they were fine, mate. The only bit I had an issue with was once the autosave sorts its life out, was this underbridge here, basically. I had it a bit short and this was sunk in, so when I brought the wall up with the paving, and then Tom just said, why don't I just make this bit a bit bigger? And I had thought of that, but I didn't really want to do it, but I did it. But it kind of works. It does the job, and to be fair, it's just, you know, you just singly... Oh, why did I do that? But anyway, that kind of gives you a more dynamic look of how the area is going to be. See the train going in front of it now. Water coaster going through. Giga going through. So whether we do the Giga going into something like that or not, I don't know. But it looks quite cool, and I think once we get building on here and a building in here and building on this toilet area and some sort of facade going around the edge here, get some bridges going in for these pathways, it will just add to the water coaster. So I think what we'll do is we'll do one last POV of the water coaster from the beginning, might as well. And it gives you guys an idea of what's actually gonna be like, I guess. Actually, that view there will be quite cool. And then we'll finish up the stream, guys. Well, that's the whole intention, Tom. The Giga will be going in and out of a lot of stuff. I hope. But this is going to be enclosed, so you're not going to see anything in here. This will be like a inside a pyramid kind of thing going on. Maybe. That was a pretty cool view there. because we've got to incorporate the volcano into it as well. So there might be lava streams, there might not be, I don't know. Again, you know me guys, it just goes, as it goes, it comes off the head into the mouse onto the computer. And it is as simple as that. That was a pretty cool view we had here earlier. We actually saw them come through dueling. Not this time around though. Two hours of work for less than 2 seconds of seeing it. It gives you a bit of an idea now that that's there, that kind of Mayan pyramid. How it's going to be. And have everything else incorporated into it, like the Giga and so forth, and the train. You know, I've got to figure out how I'm going to hold that train up there in respect of a platform or something, support wise. Got to figure out how we're going to incorporate that sundial as well, or whatever it's called, swing. But it will get there. So yeah guys, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for the chats. Sorry I was a bit bleh about whole Frontier kind of thing, but at the end of the day they could refresh this game and make this game even better than it is without even doing a Blanco 2. So, but yeah, if you can smash that like, it'd be very, very much appreciated. I won't go into about money or anything like that. If you want to support the channel, you're more than welcome. You know, it's totally up to you. But guys, I will be hopefully about tomorrow evening for a couple of hours. Same on Saturday, same on Sunday, but I am working earlies, so I'm going to be pretty tired by the time I'm back and done. Can I get rid of that? Yeah. And then next week, as I said, I'm off for 9 days. I think 9 days in total. So I will be hitting the ground running, and hopefully we'll be able to get the rest of this park in. Got rid of the bobsled now, so that's all gone. Done a teeny weeny bit of work to the steampunk-ish area. I got told it looks very industrial, not steampunk, so you know, I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. Added a barrier around the edge there and just added some cogs and bits in, another pipe just to power the old piston to turn the cogs, to turn the clock, to turn the cogs at the top. So there's a little bit of, you know, reason behind it. But we're getting there. We're definitely getting there now, guys. I have changed the Giga just for the guys that weren't here at the beginning of the stream. The Giga has now been pushed further out, and it also, have a look at this interaction. That goes around the outside. Sorry, I thought the Giga was coming along then. But the Giga goes through the loop now, which I think if I can set the Giga when I load the park onto the Steam Workshop so that that does go through when the thingy's going through there, that would be pretty sweet, I reckon. But that's now pushed out towards the edge, so it's not going to be so hickledy-pickledy through here now, which is going to make life a lot easier for me. I did change the Giga a little bit as well, just added it kind of floating through the hillside instead of going up, down, up, down, up, down. It just kind of glides through now, which is quite nice. I've still got to finish the end of it. That still needs tidying up a little bit. But got to figure out what we're going to put in here, and got to figure out what we're going to put in here. Once these 3 sections are done, we are hitting the ground running with theming, guys. And I really will be making headway. This is a start to this area. I just wanted to bring some love to this side of the park, basically. But guys, as always, thank you very much. Smash that like if you don't mind. It just gets the video seen a little bit more, builds the channel, earns me a little bit more money, helps me out getting back and forth to work. So I really do appreciate it. And it also pays for the system to be able to give it in this quality. So guys, thank you very much for your time, likes. I wish you all a very good morning, evening, afternoon, sleep, wherever you are in the world, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day tomorrow. Cheers, guys.